Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Steve Harvey got a radio show because God in the blessing business. Yeah, that's all. I'm just a recipient. Steve Harvey got a radio show because God is in the show you favor business. He showed me some favor. Steve Harvey got a radio show because God is in the forgiving business. God done forgave me thousands and thousands of times. You know, and I say that as a big number like that because it's probably true. God is a forgiving God. That's how I exist today. And that's how you exist today. And one of the things I want to remind you about even in existing today, you know, Joel Osteen has a book out called It's Your Time. I love this book. It's called It's Your Time. And that's kind of what I want to touch on today. And I want to remind you all that it's still your time. See, you know, they've got unsuccessful people have created a lot of sayings to justify our failures as people. Well, my ship has passed. That was created by a person who did not quite make their goal in the amount of time that they had set for. So to justify it, here comes this great, seemingly very clever saying, and a lot of us adopt, well, my ship has passed. So we adopt that. Here's another one. Well, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. That sounds good, don't it? Because they mix it up with a little bit of faith base in it. I guess it wasn't. Well, here's another one. I guess if God wanted it for me, I'd have it. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? You're actually going to use that one to justify where you are in life, man? That's so not the case. I want to remind everybody today that it's still your time. That, you know, your ship hasn't sailed. You didn't miss all of your opportunities. There's others. It's still your time. You know, you still got a chance. You still have a shot. Here's a good one. You still have hope. You do. All of you. As long as God is who he is, there's always hope for you. You can never lose sight of that. You can never let the devil win that battle, that there is no hope for you, and cause you to do something that's unthinkable. I'm just going to cash in the chips. I'm going to take my life. I'm going to commit suicide. No. Wait a second. Are you for real? That's not God talking to you. That's something wrong, and it's not coming from him. It's still your time. You still got a chance. There's always hope. But listen to me. You got to move, and you got to move on it. So many people are not getting the full benefit of their life, and so many people are not getting all the blessings that God has for them because you keep waiting on the perfect time. Man, how many times have I heard people come to me and say, hey, man, I'm just waiting on everything to line up right, man. I'm waiting on the perfect time to get, man, hey, can I tell you something? If I were waiting on the perfect time, I wouldn't be hardly any of the things that I've become. And one of my greatest blessings was marrying Marjorie. I wouldn't even have married Marjorie if I was waiting on the perfect time, because I had gone through what I thought was enough misery to cover my entire lifetime. And so when I was first divorced, I just said, man, it's going to be 5-6 years before I do this again. I said it. 2 years later, I was married. But guess what, man? It wasn't the perfect time. I didn't have all my ducks lined up in a row. It was still some things I needed to clean up. I even told her it's some things I want to clean up out of my life before. You know, I want to make sure I got all the stars aligned up. You know, I want to wait until all the ducks are in a row. I was waiting on the perfect time. If I had not stopped and Marjorie and I had sat down and said to each other, there'll be no perfect time. And then she said, I'll go through with you whatever you're going through. And that was it. I took a chance. The ducks were not lined up in a row. I had a lot of baggage in my life, man. I wanted to try to clear up. I wanted to do some things financially different. I wanted to just get rid of some residue I had in my life. She said, no, we'll do it together because ain't no perfect time. And guess what? It wasn't. So if you're out there waiting on the perfect time to do something, it may not come. There is no such thing as waiting on the perfect time. I've said this 100 times, and here comes 101. The road to success is always under construction. You ain't finna go out there and there ain't no barrels on the road. You're not going out there and not running to detour signs. You're not going out there without seeing the men working sign to get off. You're not going out there to see it. So guess what? Stop waiting on the stars. Man, this is the perfect time to do it now. If you're waiting on the perfect time, that could be one of your biggest problems. You're still waiting. You have got to move, and you've got to move on it, and you've got to make a decision to go now. God will get you through everything necessary for you to get through. But you can't quit, though. See, here's a part. You can't quit. Just because the road you're on is under construction, you can't get off at the exit because you're tired of all the bumper-to-bumper traffic. It's that way. Get you some God, like I said, get you some God, and go on and go see what your life can be like. So stop waiting on the perfect time. Stop waiting on the stars to align themselves. You got to move, and you got to move on it. Get you some God, apply some faith, and get started. And remember, when you get out there coming towards your goal, the road to success is always under construction. If it was easy, everybody would be it. Stop expecting it to be easy. Come on out here. Get up in this thing. It's funky out here. Yeah, I got all that. It's hard out here. Yeah, I got all that. But what you want to do, man? Huh? What you want to do? You want to push your chips up to the window? It ain't time for that. You still got time. You still got a chance. There's always hope. There's always God. That's my conversation today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Steve Harvey Morning Show is here. We are still here. Yeah. Holding pattern, sitting here, waiting to take off, show off, and be out. Ladies and gentlemen, the Steve Harvey Morning Show has done its due diligence. Shirley, Carla, Junior, Jay, and Tommy have performed their civic duties. We have implored you to vote, and you have done just that. We are proud of the voter turnout in our community. Yeah. We are proud of the voter turnout from our listeners.
Yep.
If you did not think that Black Lives Mattered before, I bet you know now, because we're on the launch pad. Detroit,
yes, sir,
shocked them. Yes. Detroit, 92-3, the damn mix, got up in there and has impacted the presidential election. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, sitting on the launching pad, I also want to thank Dallas and Houston for nearly flipping Texas to a blue state. You almost did it. We was close, y'all. That has never happened since the election way back in 80-something. Okay, now here. Now here we go. We sitting on the launch pad. I want to send out some love this morning to damn Philly.
Yeah.
Sound like Philly to me.
Yeah.
WD that damn S. For clowning up there. Yeah. For tightening the screws on them. They so nervous now because all them votes they counting is coming up out of Philly. Y'all finna flex on their ass. Thank you for that. And last but certainly not least,
Bring it
where
home.
I reside,
Yes, sir.
where I vote,
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
I want to thank almighty Atlanta,
Georgia.
Hey, baby.
because we got some screws stuck up in they booty so tight right now.
Really?
Yes, these is booty screws. These screws right here, it's got them, they don't know what to do. We could lose Georgia. Yes, your ass could. That's because who you thought didn't matter then showed you we really do matter.
Yeah.
Now what you gonna say?
Yeah.
That's Black Lives Matter now. If it wasn't for Atlanta and Philly, this thing be over. Detroit, it be over. Nah, man, we strong.
Yes,
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Carla, Junior, Tommy, good morning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Hello.
I'm sorry, baby.
Keep going.
Booty
I'm
screws,
sorry.
baby. Booty screws.
Booty screws.
Come on.
The phrase of the day.
Booty screw.
It's just funny. It's just funny. It's just funny. We love you guys, though. We
Man.
really, really do. We appreciate you so much. We do.
Man, oh man.
Well, we got Ask the CLO coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you can't win, sue. That appears to be the strategy of Donald Trump.
Sue 'em
If you
all.
can't win, just sue. Sue everybody. That's his
Sue
re-election
everybody.
campaign's strategy, which filed lawsuits yesterday in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia. And he's calling for a recount in Wisconsin. Joe Biden was the projected winner by several news agencies to take Michigan and Wisconsin, and did, increasing his lead over Trump in electoral votes. Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Georgia are still in play, and we're watching it. We're watching it.
Let's get the count. Let's
Yes.
get it. Let's go.
Don't stop the count. Continue with the count, okay?
This is the longest election ever.
Ever. All right, we're going to switch gears here, Steve, and because it's time for to ask the CLO. You can go to Steve Harvey FM to submit your question for the Chief Love Officer. He is here. That is steveharveyfm.com. You ready, CLO?
Yeah.
Let's Let's go. Where are you? All right, this one's from Gina in Delaware. My boyfriend works at a warehouse, and he makes great money, but he is always overlooked for promotions. We've been talking about getting married, but we need to get our finances straight first. My boyfriend is soft-spoken, and there's no wonder he doesn't get promoted. His boss is an old family friend, so I ran into him one day and suggested that he promote my man. He pulled me to him and told me how I could make sure my man got a promotion. Needless to say, my boyfriend's boss and I have been having a lot of great sex since then. And my boyfriend got his big promotion.
Mission
I
accomplished.
wanted to stop now, but he doesn't. Please help. What?
I can't help you. I can't help you.
Come on, girl.
You went for the whole bait game. He pulled you in. You wanted more than the promotion for your man, obviously. Now you want to stop. How you think you're going to cut a deal like that? See, you can't cut deal with dudes like that.
You know the rules, Pretty Tony.
Yeah, I can't help you. Ain't nothing I can do to help you.
She got promoted too.
You know, what you want us to tell you.
Yeah.
Thank
Going
you.
Oh,
back in there.
Yeah.
I mean, just because he's soft-spoken doesn't mean he couldn't have gotten the promotion on his own.
Yeah. He ain't just soft smoking.
Nah.
What?
Yeah, he ain't doing a couple of things hard enough.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Little
get it,
Mr. Soft
CLO.
spoken, soft walking.
He could get fired if she cut it off.
Yeah, this is
You
playing
in
a
it,
dangerous game now, girl.
yeah, right.
All right,
Keep the job.
Carmel in Hartford, Connecticut says, I'm a 46-year-old woman and I moved to a new city for a man that I was dating. And after 2 years of dating, our relationship didn't work out. His friends became my friends, so after we broke up, I still had a good social circle to help me work through the breakup. He has a problem with me hanging out with his friends, male and female. He called me to explain to me that once we broke up, all his friends remained his friends, and I can't have access to them anymore. I told him he can't decide who my friends are, and he's being childish. I have noticed that our friends started pulling away from me. Am I violating a friendship rule?
No.
Petty.
You ain't violating
Petty.
nothing. Who this dude think he is? You can't control this. I don't want you, and I don't want nobody else who wants you. You ain't my woman, you can't be their friend. Now, the ones that's pulling away are the guys.
Right.
Now, unless some of the women are attached to the other guys, that shouldn't really be a problem. But I don't see a problem with it. But that dude right there, see, it's just,
Stank.
that's control. That ain't nothing. That's
He acting
all
like
it
Trump.
is control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ain't like Trump.
You go sewer.
yeah. Are you seeing Trump?
Just ask her.
All right, so
What if
yeah,
he
you
wants
can-
to bring his new woman around, though,
and that's what I was thinking.
with the friends?
Well, see, that's what it is. Yeah, he gonna want to bring his new woman around, but your old woman over there.
He's so uncomfortable.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to walk in there with the new girl.
Okay, hey baby. So who is everybody? With this Harold,
Not
this
Harold.
Jamie, this Crystal, this Renee, and that's
Yo, Renee?
Leon. Who is the girl over there with the tight dress on? Where?
See her? Oh, wow.
He doesn't even know she's in the room now. I think she should branch out and make some of her own friends, though. I really do. Yeah.
Stop.
All right, Robbie in D.C., CLO says, I'm 58 and I'm dating a woman that has 2 grown daughters that live with her. I spend a lot of time at her house and she cooks great meals, and we usually sit on the patio after dinner and have a glass of wine. If she cooks, her daughters eat with us. They will also help themselves to a glass of wine and join us on the patio. They're always around us, and when I'm commented on it in the past, my girlfriend says that they're all very close. My girlfriend rarely comes to my house because she says she likes for us all to be together. Should I politely tell the daughters to back off a bit?
No, dog, you can't do that. Dog, so hold up, man. Bruh, y'all know the rules, Pretty Tony. You know that when you take a woman that you got to take the whole package. Now, I got that her daughters is grown, but they close. She don't come over your house because maybe you can't cook and you ain't got no patio for no wine at your house. Ever thought of that? Secondly, you can't go over there and ask them kids to back up from their mama.
Not the kids. Well, they're grown, but yeah.
In the words of Thomas Miles, my mama dog?
Yeah.
That don't even make no sense. So, bruh, come on, man, you 58.
He can say to his girl, that he wants some alone time. Or
That he can go to her and go,
Yeah.
look, baby,
Right.
can we get a couple of days where it's just me and you? Please.
Yeah.
I love your kids. Don't say nothing negative about them, and I love having them around. But just a couple of days, can it just be me and you?
Well, you better play Tony.
You know.
Oh, that's my favorite. But yeah, you
Just the
want
two of us.
Yeah.
We can make it if we try.
Bill
Just
Withers
the
will
two
do
of
just
us. You and I.
That's what he wants.
Just the two of us.
All right, thank you,
Building them
CLO.
castles way on high.
Prank phone
Just
call
the
with the Neff
two
right
of
after this.
us.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll talk more about how the Trump supporters are showing up at polling places chanting, "Stop the count." What are they doing?
If you
We'll talk
stop,
about
listen to me. If we
Okay.
stop the count right now in Arizona, if we stop the count right now in Nevada, Biden is the president.
it. Okay.
Yes.
We can
Damn.
stop it.
What
We're
make
good
up
with
your
that.
ignorant ass mind?
They won't.
See, this is what I say about people that ain't never been oppressed before. They don't know when to protest or what to protest for. That's because
got
your
it all
ass
wrong.
ain't never been oppressed. Now,
Yeah.
when something don't go your funky little way, now you want to go, let's stop this count.
Yeah.
Go stop it. Let's stop it right now.
Right.
We're
You
lovely with
lose. Y'all
Yes.
don't know when to protest because you don't know nothing about oppression.
Hello.
Listen to people who have been oppressed. It
Yes.
ain't time yet. You too early.
Way too early.
Listen
Damn.
to Steve. We'll talk about it at the top of the hour. Right now, Nephew's in the building with today's Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
Let's rob a bank. Limo bank job. Limo bank job. Let's do it. I feel like robbing a bank this morning. Let's go.
Good afternoon. How can I help you? I'm trying to get Cecil. Yeah, this Cecil. Hey, Cecil, one of my boys gave me your number, man. I'm trying to get a car service for tonight. Okay, listen, this is my personal number. Do you have the main number? Man, I keep calling the main line, but ain't nobody answering. I done called that about 6-7 times. It keep rolling over to a voicemail or something. Okay, brother. What's your name? My name's Tony. Okay, listen, Tony, I got a customer in the back. Let me get them handled. You got a few moments? I'm going to hit that drop off. Let me get the dough for them and all that. You want me to call you back? Hold the phone. All right? Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Have a good evening. All right, Tony? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, now, you saying you called the main line and you just keep going to voicemail or something like that? I keep calling the main line, but, I know I'm calling at the last minute, dog. I'm trying to get a car for tonight, man. Okay, what you need? Listen, we got the SUV, we got a sedan or two. We got a couple limos, white or black. What you need? If I could get a black limousine, be cool. Okay, we got that. What time? Where I'm picking you up? What time? What it costs, for an hour? Because all I need is an hour. Well, it's $65 an hour, but we only do 3-hour minimum. The first 3 hours. 65. Okay. 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 See, so all I need is an hour, man. Really, like 45 minutes. So, do you think they'll work with me? Well, you can't get them, so you're dealing with me. Let me see. I tell you what. I'll do you for $150, and I'll take care of you. But now I want you to know, I'm going to let them know everything. So I got to have either credit card or receipt or something on the cash to let them know, because I'm not no crooked brother. I'm going to let them know everything that I'm doing. Will that work for you? $150. I can give you $150 when you pick me up. That's no problem then. Where am I picking you up and at what time? All right, I'm at 98 Village Drive. 98 Village Drive. Okay, 98 And where am I taking you, sir? I'm going downtown on Capitol Street. Downtown to Capitol Street. All right. And what time am I picking you up? You could get me like at 11:45 at night. That'd be good. 11:45. Okay. That's 45 minutes. 2 an hour you're going to need. 11:45. That makes it, I see 12:45, 12:30, 12:45. Okay, good there. Let me see. And downtown Capitol, what? You didn't give me an address. I don't really know the address. I'm going to bank. Bank downtown, all right? Right. Can I ask you something, Tony, right? Yeah. I'm not trying to get in your business, and we don't ask questions usually, but a bank at night's going to be closed. I mean, you're not going to work because I got to take you back. So you're dropping off to somebody, something like that, right? No, I ain't dropping nothing off. I'm picking something up. See, what I need you to do is this right here. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to be in there probably like about 15 minutes. But when I come out, man, I need you to have the car running, and we need to get out of there. Wait a minute. You asking me to run you down to a bank at midnight, and you picking something up at midnight, and I got to be ready to go when you come out. Me and my boys, when we come out of there, when we get back in the back of the limo, I need you to put the pedal down, man, and let's get out of there. Look here, young brother. Well, how old are you, man? I'm 24. Yeah, that's what I figured. Look here, man. It sounds like you're into some kind of shady. I don't do that, brother. Hold up, man. Yo, you a driver, dog. Your job is to drive. If you pick somebody up, first of all, you ain't supposed to be asking nobody where they going, what doing. You're supposed to drive. Okay, let me stop you. What I'm telling you is, man, once we come out the bank, drive. Let me stop you. That's why I'm driving. Instead of working somewhere else driving, because I was ignorant like you at one time. Now, let me tell you something, brother. I don't know your business and really don't care at this point in time. I'm not doing no crazy like this here. Brother, let me tell you something, man. What you need to do is get your young into some type of training school or something to find yourself a job. You're going to go down there and them going to blow your brains out. I ain't really trying to hear all this right here. What I'm trying to do is pay you this $150. You drive me where I'm trying to go and you bring me back to my apartment. Brother, you can't get right now. Not even no advice. You need to listen to me. That's what's wrong with you young now. Y'all crazy. Get rich right all overnight type. Boy, you need to slow down because they got some. You feel me? They got some. Man, hold on, man. Hold up. What you know? You don't know nothing. You don't know me at all. I don't need to know you, brother. How you gonna be preaching to me, dog? Because I've been there, man. That's why I'm driving a limo. Because I've been there. Young brother, I'm trying to keep you from going there because you won't like it. Look at Tony, I don't know what to tell you at this point. First of all, I'm not doing it, so you can cut that out, okay? Now I'm thinking of you and all the other young brothers that do this dumb You watch too many of them movies or something. Brother, you need to get your straight because they got a place for you. Bro, let me tell you something. They read my mail, I read it. Anything my mama told me, they didn't want me to know, they cut it out. Do you feel me? They looked at me every night when they wanted to. Fed me garbage that I had to eat or die. You ain't ready for that, man. You ain't ready for what think he got your name. You brothers don't know what's going on out here. You got it too easy. See? Now you talking about going down there robbing the bank. You ain't no bank robber. You don't sound like no thug or with a limo. The way you going, you ain't making nothing because they will blow your young away about their paper. You don't understand that. And you so ain't ready for no jail. Can I say one more thing to you? Yeah, what is it? All I want to do is tell you this, that I'm nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And your boy Cordell got me to prank phone call you. I don't give a who you are. If you around with them folks downtown, they're going to blow you. They're going to give you 100 years under the jail. Did you feel me, brother? Did you just hear what I just said, though? What you said something about, well, my partner, you know, I heard. No. I said, I'm nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your boy, another driver, Cordell, got me to prank phone call you. Nephew Tommy. Oh, you mean Steve Harvey on the radio? No, man, no. Are you serious, man? Hey, Cecil, your boy Cordell got me to prank phone call you, man. Ooh, I'm going to get that. Man, you lit my fire, man. Don't you know that? I'm in my fight mode. Fight power. He say, be careful. He say, Big Cecil, he been down there. He done some time. Yeah, been there. All right, man. Calm down, baby. Calm down, man. I got one more question to ask you, man. What's the baddest radio show in the land? I won't say Nephew Tommy, but the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, 2 days after the election, we still don't have a clear winner here. But, hey, listen, keep hope alive. That's all we can say is keep hope alive. This
is pretty much atypical of 2020, though.
Yeah, that's very true, Steve.
Wow.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's just been a year.
Major news agencies were reporting that Joe Biden had 253 of the 270 electoral votes needed to win, compared to Donald Trump's 213. Biden is leading in 2 states still in play, Arizona with 11 electoral votes and Nevada with 6. If Biden wins both states, he'll have the 270 electoral votes needed to make him president. Fox News projected that Biden had won Arizona on election night, giving him 264 electoral votes. Trump was out of sight on yesterday, except for his omnipresence on Twitter, where he continued to make false claims about the election, leading Twitter to flag his tweets for potentially false and misleading statements. Biden spoke publicly, stopping short of declaring victory. Take a listen.
I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners.
Period.
Okay. All right.
Period.
All right.
That.
Confident.
Go ahead.
I love it. Meanwhile,
You know,
yeah,
I really just want this to hurry up and be over because
Me
I
too.
don't put nothing past these people,
Exactly.
man.
Exactly,
He's
Steve.
already called the governor of Georgia. He's already called the governor of Arizona. He done called all of them,
Trump.
cussing them out. Yeah.
Calling all of them.
Oh, yeah. He trying to figure out what they can do.
That's right. That's right. Meanwhile, in Detroit, election challengers and Trump supporters showed up as Detroit poll workers counted absentee ballots, chanting this. Take a listen.
Stop that count! Stop that count! Stop that count! Stop that count! Stop that count!
And that was
Wow.
where, Shirley?
That was
Michigan?
in Detroit. That was in Detroit.
Okay.
Stop.
Hey, let me explain something to you. Don't go down there.
Okay.
Be careful.
Messing around. Yeah.
I'm just you. You're gonna let your little protest take you somewhere that your
Right.
ass can't handle. Careful. Go down there to Detroit. Talking about stop anything. As much
Also-
we've been asking y'all to stop for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
Also
Hello.
in Detroit, Steve.
Stop the count. Stop shooting us.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. All right. Also in Detroit, this guy, he just kept it 100, Steve. We love
Come
him.
on.
Take a
Come
listen.
on.
They've been saying that before now. We just need to be persistent to make sure our voice gets counted, because as goes Detroit will be done so. And I will say the black vote in Detroit is highest than it's ever been, and we will determine the outcome because we've gone from picking cotton to picking presidents.
Come on, Detroit.
Damn,
Yeah.
That's that damn Detroit. I told y'all. See, I've been talking about Detroit for years, man. One of my favorite cities to ever go to and perform. I got love for Detroit, man. I'm sitting in the football stands as a cutout at the Lions game. You know, dog, ain't nobody deny that I love Detroit. Fox Theater, Joe Louis Arena, Cobalt. I'd have been to all the auto shows, Sweet Georgia Browns, Breakfast House. Oh, man, boy, stop.
But wait,
City
Steve.
Slickers, Broadway, Athenium Hotel.
Seldom blue, boy.
Boy, seldom blue.
Remember that?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I
yes.
couldn't think of that.
Uh-huh. But wait now, in Arizona, Trump supporters showed up and they were chanting, "Count those votes." Okay, also the Trump campaign is filing lawsuits.
Wait, Shirley. Make up your mind. You
I
wanna
know.
count them?
Okay.
Or you
Stop
wanna
the
stop
count.
Yeah.
Stop the count.
They were saying
Count
stop
the
the count.
votes. Count the votes.
And then count
what
the
we
votes,
doing?
right? So the Trump campaign is filing lawsuits over uncounted ballots in Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Plus, Trump sent a letter out to his supporters stating, just like I predicted, the left-wing mob is trying to steal this election. The letter went on to say, I'm asking my fiercest and most loyal defenders like you to fight back. What?
Shut up.
What? That's insightful, you know?
Yo
Come
ass.
on. That's a battle
Dog.
cry. That's a battle cry.
It's voting.
Yeah.
You can't interfere with the count. You can't interfere. You're not supposed to interfere with the election. It's called voter suppression. We've never been guilty of voter suppression. Ever. Ever. We've been victims of voter suppression.
All the
See,
time.
it's
Every
amazing,
election.
man, when something happens to them.
Yes.
How their reaction is amazing. I'm not surprised by any of this, but I would like to offer some advice.
Okay.
To Trump supporters?
To Trump
The sore
supporters.
Okay.
Listen
The
to
bullies.
me.
Yes.
Sugar, honey, iced tea happens. And it happens all the time to us. Now, when it happens to you, it's okay. Drink it. Breathe it. See, listen to me.
You got to sit up.
We
Just
deal
be
with
patient
it. Yeah.
and deal with it. It's only 4 years. Listen to me.
You can
we
come
did
back.
400. You can
Thank
do
you.
4.
That's a
Yeah.
drop in
It's
the bucket. 4
okay.
years.
We did 400 years of it. You can do 4. But I understand when it's never happened to you before. But it's okay. It's just a vote. It's just the presidency. It's all this really means, and I know what you've really been irritating you. There could be a black woman in the White House, which is probably worse for a lot of you than a black man
All right,
in
Steve.
the White House.
Phone calls after this. 877-29-STEVE. Call us.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, so last break we were talking about how confused Trump supporters are. 1 minute they're talking about stop the count, but then they show up at other places chanting count every vote. Make up your minds.
Whatever works for us. That's what they're saying.
Right. Meanwhile, protesters in Minneapolis, Oregon, and New York called on election officials to count every vote. And Steve, let's just get to it. Are you ready to talk to the people?
Let's go.
All right. If you have a question or a comment, call us 877-29-STEVE. Let's go to line 1 and talk to Calvin out of Jacksonville.
Calvin.
Hey, Calvin. Steve Harvey, man.
Hey,
What's going on, baby?
Not much, Steve. Good morning, Steve, Carla, Shirley, nephew Tommy, Jr. I listen to you guys every day. And I'm just sitting here
Appreciate
waiting
you.
on these results to come in. And hopefully, we all hope and pray that it'll be Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And we'll make history in that point. But the biggest thing that I listen to you a lot, Steve, when you talk about, the power of the black vote and things of that nature. And a lot of people like to talk about when President Obama and Joe Biden was in office, and a lot of black people say they really didn't do anything for the black people. And the message that I get from you all the time is they need to know the power of their vote, and they need to understand the midterm elections. So I don't want, if Joe Biden and Kamala end up winning this election, can you continue to preach that message so they understand the power of the midterm elections and what that can do to support Joe Biden and Kamala Harris?
Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you what else. Like, there's 2 runoffs in Georgia, looks like. Purdue and Ashcroft, and Warnock and this other person.
Loeffler.
It's so close in Georgia. It's going to be 2 runoffs, January 5th. We're already laying the groundwork for what we're going to do on this show. I've already put in a call to one of my frat brothers that's on a competitive station, but we don't look at it that way because we got a mission. Me and Ricky Smiley and D.L. Hughley have teamed up. So we're going to push people to the polls so we can get that midterm election going. Because I think now, this is what I think, bro. I think that black people saw the power of their vote at work. This was a bigger turnout in Detroit than any other election. And guess what? They flipped the script. Philly could flip the script. Atlanta has got them booty screws in this dude because they scared. And yeah, I'm going to just say it again.
The phrase of the day.
Philly got them booty screws in the whole Republican Party because they down there in Philly and Atlanta. Just like Detroit, we finna show them something. Just like Dallas and Houston put the booty screws and damn near turn the red state blue.
877-29-STEVE. More of your phone calls right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
Yeah.
Let's
say
go to
my
the phones.
name. Say my name. Say my name.
Crazy.
Joe Biden, Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Say my name. Say my name.
Joe
Donald
Biden.
Trump been to take a long walk. All right, I'm ready. I'm sorry.
I'd like to say Trey's name. Trey is on line 2 out of Philly. If you want to talk to Steve, 877-29, Steve.
Trey from Philly. What's
Yes.
up, man? Talk to me.
Good morning. Good morning, Steve and the crew. Let me tell you something, my brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate how you deliver this thing to the masses out here. Listen, the sleeping giant has now woken up.
Come on, boy.
We decided, here's the deal. Bam. We call it giving them the business. Now, we had to choose between the lesser two evils, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We understand Joe Biden
Always.
because he's close in Delaware. You know, we know what he did with black people and the brothers' incarceration.
Got all that.
What needs to happen now is the roll call. These folks that get elected, there is no conscious actual apparatus that says how people voted. See, they go into the polls and the underscore, the Senate and the House, we don't have their record to say how these people voted. So while we've changed this dynamic, and now the focus is on the election, let's continue to educate people how to now review to see who to put in office. The second thing I want to tell you is, and my suggestion is, these young brothers out here, we not standing for the nonsense no more.
Come on,
It's
Trey.
no more of that. Yes, ma'am. We're not standing for it no more. They bring in that, that cowboy and Indian thing. These young brothers out here, they kill each other over some nonsense. But when it comes to push comes to shove, they ready for this thing that's getting ready to pop off. Believe me.
Yeah.
I go back to Cecil B. Moore, who's a really defiant lawyer and really great advocate for social rights. What we have here, and I'm for all people. All people's lives matter. But I'm a brother who's seen people get shot down on the street. We just had a brother around the corner from me, 27, who got shot down for mental disability, shot 50 times. And, our consciousness as a people, as a people loving each other and understanding that goes further than this electoral process. Half of us don't know about the electoral college, that we were considered 3/4 of a man. We don't know that, And so this educational process, as we go through it, needs to be sustained. So now, as you go through, and putting some pieces together, I highly recommend not just the older generation, but these young Turks in elementary school, in high school, that they understand how voting impacts their lives. I'm blessed that I had Brother Dave Richardson, late Dave Richardson, when I was in high school. This brother was 6'3". He looked like a Chubb Rock. And when this cat spoke, he understood. He explained it to us. And that's a position that when you're in media, to be able to educate the masses slowly.
Yeah, see, man, what we're doing here now is, you said something really relevant. You said the sleeping giant has awakened. And see, now, through the visual of television and social media, black people in Detroit saw themselves change and affect an entire election. The people in Philly right now are sitting on pins and needles because guess what? Philly is in the scope of changing the election. Brothers and sisters in Atlanta is sitting here with the ability to see themselves affecting an election and everybody tight about it. What we are going to move forward do is to move this over to the midterms so we can show their power. And I'm going to tell you something else I'm going to stop doing. I'm going to stop letting these rich-ass black people come up and just say what they want to say and get away with it. You're not going to keep doing that. I'm voting for Trump because I'm worrying about your money. It ain't your damn money we need to worry about. We need to worry about our people's money that get affected by these punk-ass policies that these people putting down. Care about your rich ass paying some more taxes.
Prank
They're gonna
phone
create a
call
loophole
coming up
for you
right
too.
after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, listen. We got a lot going on this morning. We're talking about the election. We're talking to people on the phone. We're doing it all.
It's getting time.
Let's go. You got some more calls?
It's time for the prank call.
Yeah, but it's time for the prank. We got
bad.
some more calls, yeah. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, nothing he does is enough. We'll get into that, but right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Woo, this one right here. This for my daddy, y'all. All-time favorite. Can I have your kidney? Can I have your kidney? Daddy, if you're listening, man, this one for you, baby. Yeah.
Hello. Hello. I'm trying to reach Brother Conley.
This is Conley.
How you doing, brother? This is Deacon Patterson calling from the church. How you doing today?
Deacon Patterson?
Yeah.
Just doing fine. And yourself, sir?
I'm doing good. You know, the church is behind you on what you're going through, and we praying for you, man. We know all about you going in the surgery on Friday to get your pancreas removed. So I wanted to give you a call, man, have a word of prayer, and let you know that we all are pulling for you, and we know that the man upstairs is going to pull you through this successfully.
Well, God bless and keep you there, Deacon. God bless and keep you, because I tell you, I'm going through something here. Me and my wife, we've been talking about it, and we've been praying on it, and it sure is a wonderful thing to know that your church is with you and y'all thinking about me in prayer. I've really had to take this to the Lord. This is a serious thing with me, and I ain't never had an operation before in my life, and I know I need it. My wife done made it clear, the doctor done made it clear, and I believe I'm ready to go forward, Deacon.
And we're going to give the victory to who the victory must
to the
deserve.
Lord. Yes, sir. He's the victory. He's the victory.
Yeah. Let me have a word of prayer with you, Brother Conley, if you don't mind. Just bow your head for me. Father God, we ask right now. We ask right now that you touch Brother Conley as he goes in on Friday.
Please, Lord.
Put your hands on him. We ask, Father, that you hold on to the doctor that's getting ready to go and put surgery on him.
Yes.
We ask that you make sure that the doctor has got a strong eye on that morning.
Walk with him.
We ask that he got a steady hand when he got the scalpel in his hand. We ask that you hold on to him.
Please.
As he goes into his surgery, because we know come Saturday morning, the victory going to belong to Brother Conley and the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
We know all of this, but we ask that you take that pancreas and you remove it out successfully.
Please.
Close him back up like it was never been entered in before.
Walk with me, Jesus.
That's what we ask, and we ask you, Lord, at the same time, that they're removing this pancreas, Lord. We ask that you reach around his backside, and we ask that you touch his kidney, Lord. Touch his kidney and make it whole. Make it 110%. We want you to make that kidney like it's been the best kidney
Excuse
ever
me,
known.
Deacon. That's Deacon Deacon Patterson.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. There's nothing wrong with my kidney, Deacon. I'm doing fine. The Lord has done made it. Well, He gonna work on my pancreas. That's what the doctor's operating on. They done prepped me for it, and that's what they plan to remove. So my kidney is fine. They did what they called one of them MRIs, and everything else is fine. They ain't working on nothing but my pancreas, sir.
Right. Well, let me say, I'm glad you brought that up, because this one reason why I called you.
Uh-huh.
And of course, I did call to pray for you.
Yes, sir.
Because I want to make sure that you make it through this successfully. But another reason why I'm getting around to this here is what I want to ask you, and I know we've never met face to face. I've seen you a couple of times, like I said, at the church, but you've been out most of the time with your sickness and whatnot. But now, what I was going to ask you was, and I know this is, I hate to come at you in the final hour when you're getting ready to go have surgery and all that, but if you don't mind, if you could see it in your heart to do something for somebody else.
Yes, sir. That's the Lord's will. You're always supposed to help those who can't.
Right. And I'm glad you think like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they go in on Friday morning and remove that pancreas out, do you think that they could go in and get one of your kidneys? Because I need one.
Hold on just a minute, Deacon. What you say? What you say?
See what it is. See, I've been going through myself with a little ailment, and I'm wondering if I need a kidney, and I'm wondering if you can give me one of yours when they go in to get your pancreas. They gonna already have you open.
Did you say you wanted them to take one of my kidneys?
Yeah, and give it to me because I need one.
You need a kidney?
Yeah. What? I mean, you already gonna be laying there open.
Wait a minute, mister. You need a kidney? I need help with my pancreas. You gonna call me with some like that, man? This ain't no work of the Lord. Now, you say you a deacon?
Yeah, like I said, Deacon Patterson, my name. But see, what I'm asking you is, what harm is it?
Me, man.
Brother Conley, what harm is it if you already open and laying on the table?
Oh, you ain't heard a damn thing I said, have you? I said man, you crazy as hell. Now, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to need to call the pastor. Because, see, it's some going on here. You say you knew? You mighty damn knew, mister. Matter of fact, you too damn knew to know who you're talking to.
What I'm saying is, you have two, like you say they did the MRI.
I don't give a what I said they did, man. I got 2 kidneys, you got 2. One of yours bad, that's your problem, mister. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to get well, and you calling with this you say you a new deacon. You damn sure is, and you won't be at that church long. I tell you that, because if I ever get close to your mister, we got some reckoning to do.
What is it gonna hurt for you to give me one of them kidneys if both them kidneys is good?
It ain't gonna hurt them thing, because you ain't getting my kidney, man. It ain't gonna hurt. What is wrong with you?
Say, man, all I'm saying is if you're going to be open and laying on the table, what is it going to hurt for you to give me...
Oh, now you're going to tell me I'm open and laying on the damn table. What kind of a prayer are you in charge of, mister? Let me tell you something. Obviously, I need to meet you before I get to the hospital, and maybe I can help take out that damn bad kidney of yours. I can tell you that. We can it out. You won't feel a damn thing. How about that? I'll be damned if you're going to call and talk me out of one of my damn kidneys, man.
I'm trying to live just like you trying to.
Let the Lord take care of me, because what you talking about ain't got a damn thing to do with Jesus. You can kiss my and get off my phone. That's what you can do.
Can I say one more thing to you?
What?
Is you listening to me?
Man, I done listen to you, and you ain't talking about nothing. That's got nothing to do with what's going on with me, mister. You running a game? If I could get to you, I'd put lead in your do you understand
But
me?
can I just say one more thing, and then I'm going to let you go? Is you listening?
For what?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your daughter.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That girl, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Hey, you all right, Brother Conley?
Man, you done made me use language that I swear I don't know about. I heard my neighbors and them using that. I done stopped a long time ago talking that way. Please forgive me. Lord have mercy. Woo. Y'all, I'm going to have to, Lord have mercy, my heart is palpitating here. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mister, this ain't me. This ain't me. And I tell you what, and I enjoy Steve Harvey and Nephew Tommy. I do.
Brother Conley, I got to ask you one more thing, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
It's got to be. It's got to be y'all. It's got to be y'all. Hell, I don't even remember the name of it now.
The Steve Harvey Morning.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Lord have mercy. I ain't going to forget it now.
I love him. It's got to be y'all.
Keep it stupid, baby. Nephew Tommy and Friends live at the Uptown Comedy Club. That will be next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Uptown Comedy Corner. Nephew Tommy and Friends, get your tickets. They on sale right now. Sunday, yeah, my people, I know how we do it. 4 o'clock p.m. Yeah, I know you like that. 4 p.m. on Sunday. In and out, back home, almost before the street lights come on.
And hopefully we'll know who the president is by then, Tommy.
Yeah, that's going to help.
Girl.
Yeah.
That's going to help.
Hopefully,
Yes.
my ass walk in that room.
Oh.
Come on,
Coming up
baby.
next, Strawberry Letter. Nothing he does is enough is the subject. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah. Hey.
All right.
One more
time
time.
now.
Let me sing it by myself. I said, if you only knew. Sorry about that.
All right, it's time now, Steve. Thank you for today's Strawberry. Thank you for that. Wonderful introduction. Today's Strawberry Letter, it is time for that. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, parenting, sex, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, nothing he does is enough. Dear Steve and Shirley, I need your advice on how to move past being hurt by my husband. My husband cheated on me several years ago, and although I love him deeply, I haven't been able to move past the cheating. The most hurtful part is that he waited till our 20th anniversary to start having an affair, and it lasted a very long time. I was not blind to the fact that he could have been cheating, but I always thought he wasn't the type to do that. I was very embarrassed by it because my whole community knew about it. So did a lot of my friends and family members, and they didn't say anything to me about it. I could have been angry with all of them too, but I understood when they said they did not want to be involved or they didn't want to be messy. It took some time for my husband to admit everything to me, and it took me an even longer time to let him come back home. I do believe he's a changed man, and he will do anything to keep me happy. All of the attention he gives me and all of the gifts he showers me with aren't enough to heal my heart. All I can think about is him spending time with this woman and taking her on trips and making love to her. I failed to mention that he only confessed because he ended up giving me a sexually transmitted infection that he got. That he got from his mistress. Now my family thinks I'm crazy for staying with him and reliving what he did over and over again, but I'd be even crazier without him. Nothing he does is enough to make me forget the affair. Do you think I can ever regain trust in him and our marriage can get back to normal? That's a tough one. Some marriages, a lot of marriages survive after affairs and things like this, but a lot of them don't. And most of the ones that do survive are the ones where the woman is cheated on. Usually the man will not take a woman back after a man has been cheated on. And I'm really sorry that he cheated on you. And I can say this, you talk about can you regain the trust and can your marriage get back to normal? If you allow yourself to forgive him, you can start to heal. That's hard as well. That's very, very hard. But you got to start the process somehow, sometime, some way. You got to forget about what your family says, forget about what everyone else says. The question is, what do you want? What do you really want? It's like you want him there. You don't want him to be without him. You say you love him deeply. You'd be crazy without him. But then you keep replaying the scenario of him making love to another woman in your mind. Now, it's hard to have them both ways. Either you're going to forgive him and try and let it go and move on in this relationship. But right now, you don't know. I think you're emotional. You say you still love him. I believe you do. But just because you still love a person, it doesn't mean you have to stay with them. It doesn't mean that. He did this to you. He broke the trust. He brought home an STI, the worst. Okay, he was reckless. He lied. He spoiled your 20th anniversary. That's a lot to deal with. It's a whole lot. I'm surprised you're still there. But the fact that you're still there means that you do want to continue in this marriage. I say to you, maybe you could seek some professional counseling, some professional help, and see if you can get rid of those images. Talk it out. But you got to figure out what you want. I mean, you have to figure that out. This is about your healing. You're getting those images out of your head, getting your groove back, getting back to, your self-love and all of that. I think you're still angry. What he's doing is trying to fix it. I mean, it's a Band-Aid at this point to you. I mean, I think he's just sorry that he got caught. I think you should stop making this about him. Make it about you so you can move on. Forgive him so you can move on. Steve?
It's so many components in this letter that I don't really know which one of your problems to adjust because you have so many in here. The number one problem with this letter is, to me, y'all got way too many people in your business. Now, it's not that any of them have I know the particulars or Shirley know the particulars about what they're saying to you. But first of all, the whole community knew. What? Then relatives and friends knew. Then they didn't want to tell you because they didn't want to be messy. It's just all these damn people know. See, it's hard to heal when everybody, but you okay?
Yeah.
How you doing today? Then you said at one point in the letter, they all think I'm crazy for staying. How did they all know all this damn information?
Right.
Now, look, I'm not saying this guy is not guilty, because of course he is.
Mm-hmm.
On so many levels. But when I come back, I want to explain something to you, sister. You're killing yourself.
Yeah.
You're killing yourself. And I want to tell you about a very slick trick that the devil uses to make sure you never heal.
All right, Steve, we'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Nothing he does is enough. Be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on, let's get to this letter, part 2, the strawberry letter for today. The subject, nothing he does is enough.
This is a woman who had a husband who's cheated on her several years ago. And she loves the man dearly, but she ain't been able to move past the cheating. Now, there's a lot of pressure on this woman because somehow the whole community knew about it. And her family and friend members, they knew about it, but they didn't tell her because they said they didn't want to be messy. Then it took some time for her husband to admit to her that he was doing that, but the only reason he had to admit to it was because he gave this woman a sexually transmitted disease.
Ooh.
Now, this is years ago, so she believes he's a changed man and he'll do anything to make me happy. All of this here, and that he showers you with gifts and takes care of your heart, but ain't none of this enough to heal my heart, because all she can think about is him spending time with this woman, taking her on trips and making love to her. All right, my family, again, thinks that I'm crazy for staying with him and reliving what he did over and over, but I'd be even crazier without him. Nothing he does is enough to make me forget the affair. Do you think I can ever regain trust in him and our marriage and get back to normal? We have a problem with this entire letter. There is no jokes in this letter. This is serious. So, I can be ignorant sometimes, but I'm really trying to say something to you.
Sometimes?
Yeah, just sometimes, sure. We have a major problem here because out of all this stuff you said, well, I'll tell you what, let me walk you down through it. First of all, you can't get over it because the whole community knew, and so did a few of your friends and family members, and they ain't say nothing to you about it because you got angry with them, but they said they didn't want to be messy. All right, cool. That's similar to having social media deal with your problems. That's similar to what celebrities go through when they have a breakup and it gets out in the public, because it's kind of hard to heal yourself when you got all these outside factors having an opinion, because some days you can be having a good day trying to move past it, and then here comes somebody, girl, you all right? You know,
Right.
damn, I was
Right.
fine, man. I was having a good day. So you're faced with that. That's a huge part of this. Now, you said that you do believe he's a changed man and he'll do anything to keep you happy. He gives you all the attention you want, all the gifts, and it ain't enough to heal my heart. Because the subject of your letter is nothing he does is enough. And you say it again later on in the letter. Okay, so now what can he do? What can he do? He can't do anything because you said nothing he does can heal your heart. At one point in time, you have to make a decision to move past what it is you've gotten past. Here is the problem. You got a lot of people in your marriage. I'm not at liberty to tell you what to do, but I can tell you what I see. Listen to me. You say your life would be horrible without this man, but you won't let it be okay with the man. Now, this is a decision you got to make up. You said your life will be horrible without this man, but you won't allow it to be okay with the man. Sometimes, and I'm not making excuses, when men mess up and they get busted and they end up going through some things, sometimes you get a better man out of the deal because he learned his lesson. I'm not making excuses. He never should have did it in the first place. I got it. It hurt you. I'm understanding of all that. But sometimes you get a better version of the man afterwards because maybe he realized something he had forgotten after 20 years of marriage, how much I love and appreciate this woman, and man, I'm finna lose her. I'm tripping. And he gets it right. Now, the fact that nothing he does can heal your heart, now we talking about you now. Either you gonna move on. Bishop Jake said you can't drive your car looking in the rearview mirror. Bishop Jake says forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. You can't keep drinking the poison, waiting on him to die, but then you can't live without this man. Now, I don't know nothing about counseling because I ain't never been. But you got to get something and work through the decision that you have to make. You don't want to, you'll be miserable living without this man, but you won't allow yourself to be happy living with him. See, listen to me. Whatever happened a few years ago, I don't know if you realize it or not, but you've actually survived it. Whatever he did to you a few years ago, I want you to understand something. You've actually survived it.
The STI?
You survived the STI, you survived the cheating. You're here. Now, if you are going to stay back there dealing with what you survived, you cannot move forward. Right. That's a tough thing, and it's easier said than done. Yeah. But I'm just telling you, sister, that's where you at. You may have a better man, and the devil has a cold trick, man. It's called replays and reliving. The devil always replays what went wrong to us. He got a highlight reel of what went wrong, which don't allow Steve. Us to see what went right.
Thank you. We'll take your phone calls
in
after
Jesus'
this.
name.
877-29 Steve. Amen.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, we back. We back, everybody. Hey, we've been sitting here waiting on this election information, and it's just the same thing. Tommy, what the hell is going on? Why we can't get no new information?
Look, I work at the booth in Arizona. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all can quit calling down here wondering what's taking us so long. Okay, we gonna get to y'all when we get to y'all. I'm not changing my schedule. I'm not coming in no early, and I'm getting off at the time I've been getting off. Ain't just cause y'all focusing on us. I'm just telling you right now. I'm not finna to move no faster. Now, when I get in there Thursday morning about 9:30, 10, we're gonna start counting these votes. Until then, don't be worrying me about it. I got to get my coffee. I got to get my Danish. I'm not finna sit there and let y'all worry me about these votes. It's 6 electoral votes in Arizona. Y'all got other stuff y'all can do. Call
It's 11.
Quit worrying me about when we gonna get all y'all that's standing outside. I don't give a damn about y'all. Move out the doorway so I can get to work and do what I'm gonna do. But it's not gonna start till I get my coffee, and I mean that.
Can I ask the poll worker a question, please?
Go ahead.
Carla,
What is it?
Well, I was just saying, because of your hours, we are on the East Coast. Is there any way that you would consider going in earlier because y'all so far
I'm going to get up when I've been getting up. I'm not getting up because you up already and you want to know something. That ain't how this works.
Because you want to know something.
Well, what do you think? What's your feel? I mean, I know you have an opinion. Well, who do you think's winning so far?
I don't know who winning. All I do is get them over there and run them through the machine. All right? I'm the flattener. I flattens them out. Somebody else, it's a process. I am the flattener. That's what I do. I flatten the papers out so they can get ready to go on to the next stage so they can go through the doggone machine. Until then, quit worrying me and tell Trump don't call here no damn more. We don't know yet. Lord.
See, a lot of people have been tripping trying to figure out what's going on. And we have a poll worker here
Yeah, we know people.
You have one last quick question, Carla.
Yes. Excuse me, poll worker. Would you please consider
What?
maybe working through your lunch break and not taking a lunch today?
Why am I not going to take my lunch break? My lunch break is an hour and 15 minutes. Why would I stop doing that for y'all? I don't even know y'all. And once I tell y'all, once we get through, y'all not going to fool with me no more. Y'all going to wait like everybody else. I'm going to stop and go to McDonald's and get me something to eat, and I'll be back.
Well, can you kind of hurry up? We need to know before the day is over, at least.
Hey man,
All right,
get the
Carla-
fish sandwich, dog.
Carla's reality update coming up next, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Tommy. It's that time. Introduce our girl. Then we're going
Wait,
to
hold
go
up.
to the phone.
Ladies
Come
and
on,
gentlemen,
Lana.
she is here.
Come
Carla
on, Philly.
Fa-
Come on, Atlanta. Come on, Philly. Show their ass. Black Lives Matter now, don't they? Voting. Come on, Lana.
Yeah.
Mashes. The booty screws is in Atlanta and Philly. Go ahead, Carla. I'm sorry.
Really?
After that,
Reality update. Let's go, Carla.
Thank you, Steve and nephew Tommy. All right, quickly, let's get to it. We got a lot to do with this break. All right, Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle and Robin met up with Karen for tea. She spilled a little tea. They were saying to Karen that Wendy told Giselle that Karen was drunk when she admitted to financially helping her husband, with his tax problems. So, and she said she wanted her money back. Well, Karen was like, whatever, she's a soldier for her husband. I didn't even understand that. That's her husband. She's supposed to help him. Anyway, we all know that Karen has beef with Wendy. And speaking of Wendy, boo, we know you got 4 degrees. You ain't got to say it in every scene that you got 4 degrees. We know you got a PhD. We know. Ain't nobody hating, but you ain't got to stunt every scene. You got to say you got 4 degrees. You're smart. You're beautiful. We love you, Wendy. Anyway, Ashley is planning a girls' trip getaway. She's not bringing the baby. And the ladies are all invited except for Monique. They are going to Portugal. And Monique has filed countersuit assault charges against Candace because Candace filed charges on her for the big fight. And then finally, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it's over for Erica Jane. She's 49 years old, and her husband Tom Girardi, he is 81 years old. They have filed for divorce. They've been married 21 years. So there you have it. That is Reality Update. Hit me up at Lips by Carla on the gram and Twitter. Yes, nephew.
What about that new show?
What new show?
Oh, the Real
What's going
Housewives
on in the White House?
of
That
Salt
show.
Lake.
What's
the
going on
reality
in the White House? I'll tell you what's going on in the White House. This the reality update I want to share with you. Atlanta and Philly got them booty screws. and the White House they whole rectum. The center part. I'm talking about where it's real dark and hot. And it's a little wet. No.
Yeah.
No. I've been waiting on this.
You're over
I've been
the
begging
edge,
people
Steve.
to vote. I'm over the edge.
Yes, you are.
How's I'm over the edge?
Do you hear
All
yourself?
this sugar honey iced tea we done had to take. I'm over the edge. I've been over the edge. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my. Come on now, I've been at the edge. This ain't nothing for me. I'm just watching. I'm watching us.
Yes.
Affect change in this country like they've never seen it. Oh, see, you can call it the what they call them districts. Urban, they got another word they use too.
Urban, community, inner city. What are you trying to say?
Yeah. All them is code words for black.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Inner city.
See, so you ain't got to be politically correct with us. The black folks is voting in Philly, and the black folks is voting in Atlanta, and them black folks showed they natural ass in Detroit.
Yeah.
So now, since you would not admit and pay any credence to the Black Lives Matter movement, we've now had to prove to you that we are a movement. And our lives do matter because these very lives that you discounted now have to be counted. See, you can't discount a vote.
Get deep.
We showing up. It's go time, y'all. WDAS 105.3.
Booty Screw.
107.5. 97.5.
More
Atlanta.
of the Steve Harvey Morning Show
We got
coming
them
up at
booty
20 minutes
screws
after
in
the
here.
hour. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'm Steve Narber with Fox News. We are here. We have a poll observer in Fulton County, Atlanta, Georgia. Right now, we're going in with a special report. Hello, poll observer for the Republican Party. Are you there?
Yeah, that's me. This is Dusty Dixon. How you doing?
Good. Can you give us a report? What's taking so long down there in Fulton County? What is it? What?
Well, there's a lot of. I mean, they're unloading all of these ballots, and they don't. I'm watching them, and they're counting them, and it's just it just ain't looking good. I know what we want, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Biden, and then there's 1 for Trump, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Biden, and then 1, 2
Are you
for
kidding
Trump.
me? There's got to be more hopeful news that you're going to bring to us here on Fox News.
All I can tell you is it ain't looking good. What do you want me to say? It ain't
Well, you're the observer
good.
down there. Tell us something.
Well, all the votes are coming in, and all of them are from Democratic places, and it just ain't looking good. I mean,
Well, what are you observing, though? Aren't you doing your job?
My job is to watch. Now, I'm watching the people that's doing the flattening, and I'm watching the people that's sticking them through the machine.
More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. Let's go to the phone, Steve. Let's go to line 2 and talk to Melinda from my hometown, Chicago.
Hey, Melinda.
Hi.
What's going on?
All right, Steve, you know, I voted for Biden for sure. But you know what I want to know? With y'all being men, I would think these white Republicans will have more guts and more dignity for themselves. But I think they should take their balls and make earrings out of them because they're ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you know what? See, you have to understand something, Melinda.
Good morning, Melinda.
See, you're dealing with
Watch your language, man.
a group of people who don't come from a background of oppression. And so they don't understand what it is. So the moment that they get faced with a critical amount of adversity and you can't revert back to your original way of thinking, and this is not all Republicans, if you can't go back to how they originally got America, or you can't revert back to how they originally built America, then they don't know what to do. You know, so you can't get no more free labor because slavery's over, and you can't take nothing else from the Native Americans because you done took it all. So now they kind of stuck in it. It don't look good. It's not a good look. Thank you for calling, though, baby.
Line
Sorry.
3. Thank you, Melinda. Let's go to line 3 and talk to
But
Camden.
them earrings would be nice, though.
Anyway.
Talk to Bridget out of Camden, New Jersey. Steve.
Hey, Bridget.
Hey, hi, Mr. Steve Harvey.
Hey, Bridget, go ahead. What's on your mind, darling?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm so glad I got you the first time in Camden, New Jersey. Camden is in the house.
Yeah.
Listen, sir, I want to admire you, what you're doing on WDAS all over the world, and Shirley, the whole crew, pumping up everybody to vote. You've done a fantastic job.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
Bridget, thank
y'all
you.
showed up,
That.
Bridget. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
New York shut it down right quick. He already knew he wasn't going to win New York. That ain't going to happen. New York came in there and shut it down. But it got real funky, though, when Detroit made they stand. Now, today, as we sit here live, the two cities right now is Philly and Atlanta.
Yes.
And we clowning.
Yeah, we are.
We implored our listeners to vote. They responded. I could not be more proud of the black vote turnout. For all those haters for the Black Lives Movement, and you discounted us, you now having to count us. And it's us. Make no mistake about it. This us.
Coming up,
count.
coming up, some
This
closing
us.
remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey. It's 49 minutes after. Right after
Come
this.
us vote.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. Wow. Our last break of the day. Here we are.
You know something, Shirley?
we
This
still
is
don't know.
going to be my first closing remark in months where I have not pleaded with
Talked
people
about
to vote.
voting. Yeah, that's true.
So
right?
this is going to give me great pleasure to do this one right here. So let me get it started. Okay. You know, this right here has been a learning lesson and a teaching moment. First of all, I want to talk directly to my people, black people. Uncle Steve wants to say something to you. I could not be more proud of the way you have responded in this election, win, lose, or draw. Because I am telling you something. You are looking at something that is shocking. You are currently watching something that's happening right before our eyes at a very pivotal moment. On the backs of COVID and in the midst of Black Lives Matter, teaching and learning lessons are going down. First of all, to all the black people who thought your vote didn't count, are you watching? Are you paying close attention right now, even to this day at this very moment? To ever say again that your vote doesn't count is the biggest lie you can tell yourself and the biggest unjust moment you can give to your ancestors and to us as a people. Because let me tell you something. This is a teaching moment and a learning lesson. And like that brother said in Detroit, we went from picking cotton to picking presidents. You don't know what we have done this election on so many levels. But they are watching now. And this is a teaching and a learning moment for us moving forward that we have the power to affect change in this country. Michigan was gone to the president by 300,000 votes until they got down there to Wayne County. Till they got down there in Detroit and Lansing and they started having to count us. And it's been ironic that in 3 of these places right now, the last votes that they're counting, because they put us on the back burner, is the one that's making the determining factor. And you can call it urban or in city or all this. They talking about black folks. You better understand that. So now, here we are at this moment in history where we are about to have the ability to correct the mistake. Now, however it go, they come up with something at the end. Do you all understand what we've done? And they all paying attention. Now, let's move on forward. This is also a learning lesson and a teaching moment for the White House. This is a learning and a teaching moment for the Senate. I watched this president discount Black Lives Matter. He never made a word to try to make us feel better about the death of Aubrey, George Floyd, about Breonna Taylor. He never sent his Department of Justice to go and do what the Department of Justice was supposed to do for us. Not one time. I wanted to cuss right there, but I caught myself. Not one time. So guess what? Now that you set up in here and Black Lives Matter has been discounted, now you all have to sit and watch our votes as they get counted. See, you can discount Black Lives Matter if you want to in verbiage, but now you're watching these Black Lives votes get counted. And it's a sickening feeling for them, how they never paid attention to us, how they never tried to get us. It was them. Now, here's the other teaching moment for that man up in the White House. I don't really care if he gets it or understands it. I don't care. He's incapable of it anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to say this. You know the reason you struggling in Detroit, why you struggling in Philly right now, why you struggling in Georgia with Atlanta? Because you ain't think we was worth it. Because you ain't pay no attention to us. Because you ain't never paid attention to us. You ain't never cared about us. Well, see, now we know that, and we showing out. I got news for you. You know why you're struggling in Arizona? Because of the hateful way you treated McCain when he was living. Do you know why you're struggling in Arizona? Because of your wall. Do you know why you're struggling? Because you pardoned that racist sheriff over there in Arizona that was mistreating all of the Mexican men and women over there and children. That's why you struggling in Arizona, because you pardoned that sheriff that was just stopping Mexicans on the street, harassing them for no damn reason. That's why you struggling in Arizona. See, your evil deeds is coming back, man. You dealing with them today. I don't care how you feel about what I'm saying. I want to say to my people, black people, Uncle Steve, proud of y'all. Showed up, and you mattering. Do you understand that we could win Georgia? Do you understand that we may win Pennsylvania because of Philly and because of Atlanta? Do you know why we won Michigan? Because of damn Detroit. That's why. That's why. Black lives don't matter? Okay. So you sit there and watch them count these votes. And with 50,000 left in Atlanta, and we're only 18 behind, if we get 36 of the 50, you have a problem. Those are my closing remarks. Nice with it today. Thank you. I'm proud of black people.
Man.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.